This is Audible.
This is Obsession, The Mate Games Book 1. Written by Meg Ann and Kay Lorraine. Narrated in duet by a full cast: Jason Clark, J.F. Harding, Stella Hunter, James Joseph, and Aaron Shedlock. With a special appearance by Shane East.
For a full list of content and trigger warnings, please visit themategames.com.
My first obsession is you. My second is having sex with you. Anonymous. Chapter 1. Thorn. It was a shame Sunday Fallon had to die tonight, and that I would be the one to kill her. But there was nothing I could do, now that I'd caught her scent. Not after 2 solid days of her existing in my space. Blackthorn Hall was my domain, the place I ruled without question, because it bore my family name. Until now, I'd spent the last 3 years in complete control. Until her. She called to me, drew me to her with that irresistible, decadent scent. Made me mad with hunger, desperate with need. Obsessed. My father told me stories of how Mother had tempted him, how her blood had been like no other. I'd never experienced it until now. I was hunting her, not because I wanted to. I had to. I had to sample this irresistible creature, to know if she could possibly taste as delicious as she smelled. Each one of her rhythmic footfalls teased me as she jogged through the campus trails, her measured breaths and elevated heartbeat strong in my ears. It took everything in me not to rush to her and sink my fangs into her throat, just as it had each night as she went about her routine. Tonight, I was within arm's reach, ready to take her. But that would mean it was over almost before it began. The monster in me wanted to draw it out, to savor the chase. Because once I had her, that would be it. She slowed to a walk, hands on her hips as she stared up at the moon and sighed.
This is it. This is what you get for being different. You finished college, but still ended up being shipped off to a glorified boarding school for the supernatural's elite to keep you out of trouble.
Her voice was smooth and silky, with the barest rasp to it. Music to my ears. If I killed her, I'd never hear it again. Perhaps I'd turn her instead, make her mine forever. The thought had merit, except of course for the fact that she was the princess of the Fallon wolf pack. Something told me her family would take issue with a blackthorn vampire draining her dry, and then making her one of us. We didn't want to start a war now, did we? Her sharp intake of breath had me slinking into the shadows as she glanced over her shoulder in the direction where I'd been standing.
Is someone there?
I smirked. Someone was definitely there. A predator, a hunter, the creature who'd change her life irrevocably. Not tonight, though. I'd keep myself on the edge of euphoria a little longer. It was more fun that way. As she rounded the corner, I kept my distance, now following just to ensure my prey returned safely home. I couldn't risk someone else catching her. She was mine, whether she knew it yet or not. Her dark hair swung back and forth in the high ponytail she wore, the ends brushing her shoulders and calling attention to her slender white neck. I wondered if her skin would change from porcelain to pink when she blushed, and her blood rushed to the surface. Instinct took over, lengthening both my cock and my fangs. Arousal pulsed through me, eclipsed only by my hunger. I wanted her with every cell in my body.
Everything all right there, Thorn?
The Irish lilt of Father Caleb Gallagher's voice stopped me mid-step. Priest? I acknowledged him with the barest tilt of my head. His jaw clenched at the title, a reminder of his past life as a man of God, before he'd been turned into one of my kind.
Leave her be, Mr. Blackthorn. She's not for you to toy with.
My instinct says different.
Do not think your family name will exempt you from consequences if you kill her. The war...
I waved my hand. Yes, I know. The families are on thin ice as it is. A war will start, death, bloodshed, etc. We had shared a relative peace between